are so pleased to present our second very big workshop of the day, Big Business Bids.
Jobs typically with a contract rather than a sales order. Much more legal and much more obligations to what you do. Generally involve insurance, generally involve installation, not all of them, but they would generally involve installation in the field. Software called View 360, I believe. That's a takeoff software that you can download for free. It's part of your advertising in here. They give you that. How am I getting jobs? One of the main ways I'm getting jobs now is I'm getting invitations. The two, probably the big boys out there are Reed and what's called Dodge reports, McGraw-Hill Dodge reports.
When you hear about government contracts, your mind instantly goes to federal jobs and things that we would do with the federal government. But there's a ton of stuff available at the city level and at the state level. And to get yourself seen, these are free things that you can do. You'll get your small business certification. Suddenly you're on everybody's email list. And you just won't believe the volume of emails that you'll start to receive. MyBidMatch.com, you may want to take that, but it's reflected on the PowerPoint. On the city level is training opportunities too, being a part of these organizations. They often have relationships where they're sending people to places like Yale, Harvard, Carnegie Mellon, Cornell. It was between $130,000 and $135,000 on the job. And we redid our 3-block, 3-story convention center top to bottom. We did all the interior signage. It opened up a lot of contractors' eyes and said, wow, these guys, don't have to be a large shop. Set your profile up so you'll be also seen by the federal government. And again, the phones will ring. You'll just be surprised at how much there is out there in this area.
There's a new green building code. If it gets adopted or somebody chooses to do it, you have to be familiar with that, and it's going to affect the way you're going to quote that job and what you're going to be able to do from a materials point of view and whatnot. Newsweek magazine just rated Hewlett-Packard, of the 5 largest 500 corporations in the world. Hewlett-Packard just placed first place as far as being green, corporate awareness, global citizenship. From most harmful to least harmful, well, does anybody want to take a guess where the glossy scrim banner that everybody's using, where it falls on that pyramid? The very top. It's a PVC3. It's a not a very good thing. Ship it, pick it up, it's free.
How can you help me produce either a silver or a platinum or a gold, whatever the LEED certification they're trying to get? So the LEED and the recyclable stuff is really becoming more and more important. Custom signage. I know we just did a job with the fire department, and this is for all non-illuminated signs. There's nothing illuminated there. And we had to produce 2 different books. One was for interior and one was for exterior. And they showed all the different sign types, all the materials, all the sizes, the size of text, and all that. So there's absolutely no questions as to what you're going to produce, how you're going to install it. And it's a good way for you to follow up too. So if they come back and say, hey, this is not what I wanted, you can come back and say, yeah, it's right here. It's in the blueprints. It's in our spec book. As a rule, architects can be kind of difficult to work with, but on the other hand, they can be really your best friend in this type of a situation because they're going to stand behind us and say, we know what Signage can do, and we want them to have this job.
I've always found it's better to involve your supplier before you're going to bid a job so you understand what your true costs are. A lot of times on aluminum, you need a certain color blue for a big job. They can do it. I mean, let the manufacturer paint it the exact color of blue that you need. Your supplier can much more easily get you support from the manufacturer as far as technical support goes. Use a purchase order with your vendor. Say, look, I want to take 50 sheets this week. I want to take 50 sheets in 2 weeks. I want to take 50 sheets in 3 weeks, whatever it is, and let your supplier hold it for you. As long as you give them a blanket purchase order and they know you're going to fulfill the blanket purchase order, they're happy to hold it for you.